Hey guys, welcome to iFoodReal. If you're new here, my name is Olina, and if you're back, hi again. This is my healthy Instant Pot recipes and tips channel. So if you're new here, you probably want to master your Instant Pot, so make sure to subscribe below and hit the bell icon to get a notification every time we post new video. It's usually Wednesday and Friday, 9 a.m. PST, sorry. Today, we are making, actually as you can tell, it's pre-Christmas week. It's Christmas recipe. How amazing is that? These meatballs blew my mind, and they will blow your mind. Why? Because we're gonna make them with turkey. We're gonna make them with beef. You can make them without sauce. You can make them with the sauce. And you can serve them as an appetizer. And we're gonna show you all of that today, right here, right now. Hi guys, hey guys, hey guys. So version number 1, we're gonna make Instant Pot meatballs with ground turkey. And here I have extra lean ground turkey. I like to use poultry because it's more lean and healthier and less saturated fat than beef. So I like it, but for a change, we eat beef sometimes in moderation as well. So this is the one we're making. And what I love about meatballs, they're highly, highly customizable. I was blown away. I was worried that I'm gonna end up with some meat sauce, that they will fall apart. Do I need to add egg? No, breadcrumbs, oatmeal. I've tried everything, and let me tell you, these meatballs come out perfect no matter what you add. So ingredients vary depending on how tired you are and what you have in your fridge, but I'm gonna do very basic so you can see that it works and you can add your things, whatever you want. So I have to say that the secret ingredient is onion. Pureed or grated onion makes the meat super juicy without an egg, and especially turkey, that's when you want to add extra juice. But I think because all the steam stays inside the pot, the meatballs, even turkey, come out super juicy. You want to grate a small onion like this and 2 garlic cloves, because obviously that's a lot of flavor. You can add it to this little guy. I like to puree in this food processor, this little guy. I love it for these kind of purposes. Blender doesn't work as well, but little food processor does. Or you can just grate it on the grater. You might need onion goggles. My friend has onion goggles. It's cool. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. Then you just transfer your onion and garlic into a bowl. So now our turkey, I think that's what I'm rolling, the sleeves. Then whenever I make meatballs or turkey meatloaf, I like to add just a touch of balsamic vinegar. Again, it's optional, you don't have to. You can add egg now if you want. You can add breadcrumbs or oats. So just like half tablespoon, maybe that was 1 tablespoon. Then you want to add half teaspoon of any dried herbs. I'm using oregano, basil, thyme, rosemary, or then half teaspoon salt. This is pink salt, and pepper. And that's it. Mind blown. Watch this. So now you just stir, and I like to use spatula, or you can use your hands. So now our meat mixture is ready, and all we have to do is take cheap can of tomato sauce. I'm using low sodium tomato sauce. It honestly doesn't have anything in it. Yeah, no, there is something. Oh yeah, organic powder, garlic powder, onion. So yeah, just take a can of tomato sauce and put it in your Instant Pot. So just add tomato sauce in there, no water. Don't add water. And now start rolling meatballs, and it does help to dip your hands into a bowl with water to prevent meat sticking to your hands. It's just easier to roll meatballs. You can also use small cookie scoop. I just don't have one here. And as you roll, I'm doing like golf size, and just drop them into the sauce. Yes, you just drop balls of raw meat into the sauce, and then you cook. No sauteing, no browning. How amazing is this? Just wait, just wait. I was very skeptical too. I honestly was terrified to end up with meat sauce. But thanks to, actually I have to say thanks to one of the hockey moms on my kids' hockey team. She pushed me to do it. She asked me, Olina, meatballs in Instant Pot? I'm like, oh yeah, they were on my list for a while. And then I'm like, sure, I'll try. And this come out amazing. Okay, so just like that, we rolled meatballs, dropped them in tomato sauce. My videographer asked me how this is not gonna burn, and it does not burn. So don't worry about that. I think there is enough water in tomato sauce, and then the meat starts releasing juices to thin out the tomato sauce and not to trigger the overheat in Instant Pot. So you just put the lid on top. Make sure the pressure release valve is to sealing. It's always just a second nature now that I use Instant Pot. Make sure it's closed. And we're gonna pressure cook on high pressure for 7 minutes. So this is Instant Pot Lux, press manual and then 7 minutes. And on Instant Pot Duo, you press pressure cook and 7 minutes on high pressure. Lux cooks by default only on high pressure. So what will happen now is display will say on, and Instant Pot will start building up pressure. I would say it takes about 10 minutes, and then the countdown from 7 minutes will begin, and that's when it actually starts cooking. And while it's coming to pressure, it's okay to see a little bit of steam coming out from this spot, that's where the pin is, and from the pressure release valve. And we also have a trick. If you want it to come to pressure faster when it's already kind of like steaming, I kind of like press on the lid and then it seals faster. Yeah, that's it. So when the pin is down, it is safe to open the lid. But Instant Pot is smart. It is not gonna let you open the lid anyways until the pin is down. Okay, let's see. Ta-da! Okay, meatballs are perfect. They're all kind of like together. See, no burn. This is where the point is. I like meatballs to let stand in tomato sauce for 10 minutes, even open and keep warm. That's when the sauce will thicken. My favorite word, size and thicken. And it kind of like will be more flavorful, and you will see like it's just gonna be more tasty. So at this point you can just sprinkle it with parsley and serve over spaghetti, or I'm gonna show you how to make it an appetizer. So give meatballs a stir. You might have to separate a few from each other, and then just transfer to a serving dish. Drizzle with remaining sauce, just like this. Then garnish with parsley. I like to sprinkle some pepper. You can even drizzle hot sauce, and then just put toothpicks into each, and it becomes amazing finger food. For the holidays, potlucks, game days, anytime. I'm gonna taste it. Hot. It's hot. It's super hot. I'm not learning my lesson about hot food from Instant Pot. So juicy, so good. Version number 2 we're gonna do with ground beef. And I have lean ground beef here. If you have extra lean ground beef, you will obviously have less fat. But I would like to mix the meat mixture, exactly the same recipe as for turkey, same ingredients, but then I want to cook beef on a trivet. So the fat actually drains, and then we're gonna eat less fat. I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna show you what I do with it after. So let's do it. We have added exactly the same ingredients to our beef as we added to ground turkey: pureed or minced onion, garlic, balsamic vinegar, dried oregano, salt, and pepper. The only difference I find, you have to mix beef by hand because it's more chunky and like less smooth as ground turkey. So beef meatballs I'm gonna cook. You can cook on a trivet that comes with your Instant Pot, but because see the 6-quart, it kind of has like 2 big holes. I like to use the steamer basket. And to cook meatballs, we're gonna add ½ cup water. And then just start rolling into desired size. And it's okay to stack meatballs on top of each other. I'm gonna make beef ones bigger. So you can actually pile them up. They don't have to be separated and not touching each other. And we're going to cook beef for the same 7 minutes as turkey. You can also use chicken, ground pork, lamb, venison, moose, rabbit, camel, snake. In Ukraine we eat rabbits, and I know Italians eat rabbits, and now when my kids hear that we eat rabbits, it's like they're terrified.
Bunny.
You are eating Easter bunny! Let's see. La la. So beef does shrink a little bit more, and you probably will have to separate meatballs a little bit, one by one, which is super easy. And this is why I like the basket. Look, you just take out meatballs. So this is meal number 2, not meal variation number 2. So here is what I do with all this delicious broth that contains fat that we don't want to eat. So I just drain it into a glass jar or a bowl and let it sit, let's say, overnight, and the fat will solidify on top, and then you can just skim it the next day and use this as a beef broth in your other recipes, refrigerate it or even freeze it. It's delicious thing right there. Look how beautiful this is. So all of this fat will solidify. Amazing. You can serve meatballs with a whole grain or whatever you like, but I'm gonna show you variation number 3. You can make a 1-pot meal with these meatballs. So to make pasta and meatballs, we put meatballs back in Instant Pot. No need to rinse the pot. And then you add 2 cups water, and I would probably add a little bit of salt just to season pasta. And then we add 3 cups of pasta. Any short pasta or broken in half spaghetti works. I usually add whole grain pasta, but we're running low. Real life. So, and for video purposes, I want to be pretty. So my kids will be thrilled because I'm gonna give them white pasta today. It's like dessert in our house. I'm using penne because the holes It's actually great. We'll get the sauce inside. It's gonna be delicious. And stir. Usually you don't stir in Instant Pot, but today I want you to stir because that helps pasta not to stick to each other because it will be separated by meatballs and water. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper too. And you can also freeze meatballs and do this with frozen meatballs. It will be the same cooking time. And then you just pour 1 can of the same basic tomato sauce on top. And that's when you don't stir. Chances are you probably will not get burned, but just in case, don't stir. There is no point. That is it. This is crazy easy. This is the easiest food I ever made. Close the lid and you cook all of this on high pressure for 5 minutes with quick release. All right, so after 5 minutes, you release pressure using quick release, just like with meatballs. And we've already done that. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's ready. See how pasta is not sticking? And you give it a stir. And if there is a little bit of water, that's fine. It's pasta, it absorbs everything. So you kind of like just give it a stir like this. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. 1 pot meal with meatballs from scratch in like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Beautiful. You also, I'm thinking, you can do it all in one step. I have not tested that yet because I already tested like 4 or 5 versions of meatballs. But you can put tomato sauce, then roll meatballs and drop them in there. And I'm thinking I would add water with tomato sauce and then put pasta on top and kind of like give it a stir. I would try that and let you know in the post recipe how that works. So that's it. Let's do the taste test. Well, Christmas taste test.
Is it?
So let's start with appetizers. Meatballs. Cheers.
Remember, not too long. Some people don't like when it's too long.
All our taste tests.
Oh yeah. So juicy.
Yeah, the good thing is about making meatballs in Instant Pot that you can use poultry and it comes out juicy. Okay, so that's good. Now,
Those ones.
yeah, this is good. Like how amazing it is not to use store-bought frozen meatballs and make a healthy meal in one pot with ingredients you can control.
I'm sold.
I love beef with pasta
Oh my
and
God.
sauce. Italian meatballs.
Well,
Huh?
can tell you that
Oh
much.
my God.
Okay. This is good. Go ahead. Try it. Try it at home. This is awesome.
Okay, good say.
Oh my God. Try it.
Try it.
Make it.
Yeah, let me know how you like it. And
Wow your guests. Wow your guests.
your
3
kids,
times.
your kids, yourself.
Yeah.
And make sure to come back for a new recipe next Friday and subscribe right here. Bye.
Bye.